We're just gonna talk together in 5 minutes, celebrating Jeremiah the prophet. As you know, my beloved, we give a special regard to the biblical characters and to the saints, because actually they presented to us the true righteous life. One of the lovely bishops said once that considering the life of the saints as a magnifying glass, that when we put it on, it shows us the righteous life and reveals to us Jesus Christ. I have been talking about Jeremiah the prophet for the past 20 years, and this week only I have been talking about Jeremiah the prophet for the past 3-4 days. Not Jeremiah Yonan, obviously, but Jeremiah the prophet. I love Jeremiah the prophet. He is such a unique character. We talked in the pre-servant about how can I become a successful servant, and we talked Jeremiah as a model. We talked in the servants meeting also about Jeremiah being called by God. Today, I want to take a very private and personal lesson from Jeremiah. As you know, Jeremiah was called by God when he was only maybe 13 years old or something like that. And when God said, Jeremiah, behold, I have chosen you, I'm going to send you to carry a message, his immediate response was, no, not me. I am a young boy. And God's response was, do not say I am a young boy. I want to talk to you today about do not say I am a little. Young boy and little seems to be equivalent. Sometimes, my beloved, we feel in so many different occasions that we are little. If I ask you now, what makes me or makes you or makes somebody feels little? And before I ask that question, I want to ask you, is it really nice and happy to feel little? Little in what? Well, I could feel little in value. Sometimes we link the value to many things. We link it to education. We link it to position. We link it to money. We link it to number of followers. We link it to how big of a house. We link it to our cars. We link it to sometimes our key IQs. We link it to so many things. That's why when I link my value to these all, sometimes I feel little. God today is saying, do not say I am a little. But it is not just something that we say to make you feel happy. No. Do not say I am little, because if you search of your own true value is not on what you have. Your own true value is who you are. Actually, you are created in the image and likeness of God. There is nothing better than that. Actually, your value is that your worth is equal to Jesus' blood. Actually, and frankly speaking, your value is in the Holy Spirit who lives in you. So if you understand who you are truly, you will understand that you shouldn't feel little. In fact, you being a human should feel so proud that God for you became a human. And God for you gave his life for you. You are so valuable. The message today is do not feel a little. Sometimes people could feel little when they compare themselves to others. Well, God is saying, do not say I am little, because everybody is created for a unique purpose that nobody else could accomplish except him. When it comes to Jeremiah, God said to Jeremiah, you know what, Jeremiah? Even before you were born, I have chosen you for a purpose. St. Paul in his epistle would say that we are created for a purpose. And guess what? You have a unique function. If we miss you, the whole system will be unstable. Do not feel little, no matter how tiny you think your function is. In fact, sometimes if you look at a huge watch, for example, you're gonna find we have a big piece of glass, we have a huge bracelet, yet what makes that watch work is a very tiny bit of a metal, a very tiny bit of a battery, a very tiny bit of a pointer. No matter how little you are, you have a function. So don't compare yourselves to others. Sometimes, my beloved, we could feel little when we go through transition. We come from our country. Maybe in our country we held higher positions. Maybe in our country we are surrounded by tons of friends and tons of family members. Maybe in our country our credentials are recognized. Maybe in our country we have certain rights to vote, for example. This right we cannot get here unless we spend 4 or 5 years and get citizenship. Maybe in our country we have the knowledge. We know where to go. Maybe in our country we have the language. Here, even if we have English and French and tons of other languages, sometimes people laugh at us because of our accent. Sometimes when we talk, try to search for what word to say, and when we feel I'm a little bit suspicious, did I say it right or wrong? Sometimes we feel so little because of that transition. Well, God today is saying, do not feel a little. Because in this country, in Canada, you have an accent. Your dialect is an accent to the others, and everybody else's dialect is an accent to you. It's normal to be like that. Sometimes we feel little, we said because of value, we said because of credentials, we said because of transition, we said because of peer pressure. Well, sometimes we feel little because of lack of honesty in the workplace. Sometimes we feel our colleagues have all the powers and the tools to misuse the system. And opportunity is not presented equally. I am honest, that's why I don't have a permanent position yet. I am honest, that's why I don't charge the system for an hour when I spend only 2 minutes with my patient. I am an honest person, that's why I don't sell narcotics behind the account. I am an honest person, that's why I want to give the best lesson to my students. Sometimes when I look around and I see that, despite the fact that I'm honest, the other person who doesn't behave honestly gets the promotion because he or she knows what to say, when to say, how to say. They know what is the back door to knock. They know the key to the decision maker. We feel so little because of our honesty in comparison with the inequality of the system. Jesus today is saying, do not say I am little. Because no matter what people accomplish, God can bless you, even the little that you have, even the tiny part-time job that you pray to maintain, even the temporary citizenship or the temporary residency, even whatever. No matter how little you think you have, it's God's blessing who can magnify that. So the message today, my beloved, and I want you to continue that, reflect on that, your own story. Do not feel little, because you are created in God's image, because the skills that you don't have, maybe it is not good for you. Because the position that you dream of, maybe it will bring some kind of disaster. Maybe those whom you are facing, they act in such a way because they are little. They don't have the capacity and the power to act in honesty. My message to you today, my beloved, is do not say I am little. And glory be to God forever and ever. Amen.